I don't know when somebody logs on right there, so
Oh, you know.
you'll see one person come on.
Oh.
Hi, Milan.
Hi, Milan. How you doing?
Hi, Clifton.
Roseanne says hi. Hello.
Finally. Sorry, we're late.
It's just 5 o'clock, isn't it?
5:02.
5:02. Hi, Mariel. How you doing? Shanette Shaw. Hi, Marcel. Good evening, Marcel. So this is where we answer your questions on real estate, or maybe anything that we've been talking about all week.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening, Sasha.
Maybe we can do for the first persons that commented. Hi, Susan.
Hi. Session always raises my spirits on a Sunday.
Thank you.
You guys are doing God's work. Thank you, Milan. Thank you. Thank you. Andrea? Andrea White.
Hello.
Hi, Andrea. If you see me squinting, it's because I wear glasses and I'm
both
so
wear
vain.
glasses.
I'm not wearing my glasses. Rude boy, good evening, ladies. Hi, Rude boy. You need to tell us your real name, though, you know. Kimara, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. So this is where
I guess we're just waiting for the questions now.
we're waiting for the questions.
Here's one.
Here's one.
Good afternoon, ladies. Please tell me what you think about the housing scheme of Marcus Garvey Road and Spanish Town near Tinselpen area by World Homes, as it is near to Spanish Town. It's not near Spanish
That's
Town.
not near Spanish Town.
Near Spanish Town Road.
Tinselpen, you said?
Yeah, World Homes.
I know, but Tinselpen is not near Spanish Town, Debbie. Tinseltown is, that's Marcus Garvey Drive.
Yeah.
But you do say it, Marcus Garvey Drive. So I know the scheme actually. You can enter it from either Spanish Town Road or you can enter it from Marcus Garvey side. If it's in your budget, because I think they were selling for what? Was it, Debbie, remind me, was it 4.5 or 5? Don't remember. But if it's in your budget, you drive through a kind of, that's not a lane, it's a little road to get there. But I do believe that scheme eventually, the entrance is going to be a Marcus Garvey, you know.
Okay.
Because they're going to be realigning the road. They're taking up, in other words, Marcus Garvey is going to be pushed to the north because they're expanding the wharf.
Oh.
Yeah, they're expanding the wharf. I own my house. If I sell it, can I get NHT after the sale? You can, only if you did not use NHT to buy your house.
Oh, so you can't get benefit twice.
No.
Okay.
But when you apply for NHT, your name must not be on a title. Oh, hi, Aaron. Rude boys, Aaron. Andrea, thank you so much for watching the videos. Always learn a lot. Thanks. Good evening. Hi, Natasha. I see Lisa Marie Chin King. That's a powerful name, you know, Chin King. Lisa, you should consider putting that name on your building, man. Put that on a building. Chin King. Natasha Wallace, Sasha. Hi, everybody. DJ Charles checking in from beautiful Port St. Lucie, Florida. Yes, nice and warm, right? I've never been to the States. Tony went to the States. Family a bit of money, so she got Disney World.
Oh my God.
And I've never had a visa or anything like that. But I hear people talk about Port St. Lucie, yeah, all the time. What's the hope for an individual who has their deposit but no NHT points? We don't need NHT points, Roxy. You can get a loan from the link is below, Tony.
No, I can put it in.
You can get a loan from a regular bank. So like we can recommend you to Jamaica National for you to get a loan, right?
Okay, answer another question because I need to switch the screen.
Oh, Roxy. What's another question? Watching from the UK. What's the question?
Please clarify if my name is on a title, no NHT.
All right. NHT only gives housing benefits. Well, they allow you to buy land as well because they're hoping that you will build a house on it, right? So it's really a housing benefit. However, if your name is on a title already, you still can get a benefit, but you'll only get home improvement. The home improvement amount now is 2.5 million. If your name is not on a title, you can get the full benefit of 6.5 million. Now the question earlier was, if you own a property and you sell it, can you get the NHT loan, I guess, of 6.5 million? You can get it, but you must not have used the benefit before to buy that house that you're selling now, right? So you have to, they want you to have one house really, because I give you the 2.5 to do addition to the same house, which is why I haven't taken mine, because I'm saying if I take 2.5, the home improvement on the same house, what's the point?
That's just adding more mortgage to your house.
Right, and if I've already collected my title and have it in my back pocket, why would I want to give back NHT my title for 2.5 million? No. I'm just going to do that. Just save up my money and go do what I need to do.
Tiling.
Yeah, All right, so I hope I answered the question. When am I visiting New York City? Never. Not traveling anywhere. Don't need no passport, no visa, nothing. It was 6.5. They raised them. The benefit is 6.5. On a land title or a house title. I don't understand the question.
Here's another one.
So I just put a link. If you need a mortgage rep, click on that. Complete it. Name, email address, and phone number. Comes to us and we just connect you. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm from Kingston, Jamaica. I'm thinking of moving to Montego Bay. What's the usual cost of land tax there, and what are the safe areas, I guess? Yeah, what areas are safe?
I'm going to answer you just like I answer everybody who calls me. If you're a bad person, nowhere is safe in Jamaica. What you said, Tony?
True. They're going to find you.
They're going to find you. If I put you in Vale Royal, if I put you in Governor General House, which have all the security forces you can dream about, they're going to find you. All right? So, you can live anywhere in Jamaica as long as nobody's looking for you. I'll tell you that. As long as nobody has any interest in you, you can literally live anywhere you want in Jamaica. I've lived in the ghettos. So I've lived in Jonestown, lived at Maxwell Avenue, and I've also lived uptown, and I've lived in Spanish Town. Where else we live? Bay Farm Road. We live so much place.
Yeah.
Bay Farm Road, them fire gunshot and all these things, but they're not looking for me, right? The truth is, you can live anywhere in Jamaica once you're not looking for you. Once you live good, guys. You have to live good with everybody, right? And your family members too must live good with everybody. Now, yes, you would say, okay, the gated communities are safe enough when you're inside. Once you're through the gate. But remember, if they're looking for you, they just wait until you come outside.
Yeah, just wait until you go inside.
Yeah. So this overarch concern about safety. We have lived uptown and them rob us. Do you remember them grab the cell phone?
Yeah.
Them broke into my car and thief me.
These are all the bad things that happen were uptown.
All the bad things. Can you imagine? This never happened to us in the ghetto. No, I shouldn't have said never. No, that's not true.
What happened to you in the ghetto?
When we were in Trenchtown, remember?
I
never
was in
born.
Trenchtown.
And when I also lived in Trenchtown as a child with my mother and father, and my father used to run a bar and a beef shop, and gunmen came in, follow him from the bar and the beef shop, and come in the night, kick off a door, and they didn't trouble us. My brother and myself were there. But they started ransacking the place looking for stuff, and my brother said, "Daddy, go with the money," and they ran. They went after him.
Okay.
Right. So we have lived through, and that was in the 70s. But you have to live good. So the good and the bad has happened to us uptown, downtown, midtown, all over. The other day, them broke into my car and steal my bag. I was uptown.
Very uptown.
I was in Kingston 6, guys. If I was in the ghetto, that wouldn't happen. Yeah, when I'm down Maxwell Avenue, Jonestown, and all them places, nobody now broke into my car and thief my bag. So, just depends on how you live.
Okay, here's a question. Kimara, I have joined with my mom and qualified for 8.8. I have my 10% down. If I see a property for more than 8.8, will NHT assist me to get the house, or I would have to go to the bank to borrow?
No, you'd have to go to the bank to borrow. NHT lends you maximum 6.5 each. Oh, so both of you together qualify for 8.8. You should ask NHT if your mom qualifies for a home grant. The home grant can be added to that up to about 9 points up nothing.
Right, so maybe a million.
Maybe, yeah, you might. Ask NHT if you qualify for a home grant. But no, they're not going to assist you to make up the money unless it's their scheme. But with your joining with your mom,
maybe her mom,
you should also apply for the scheme units that are coming up.
How long has your mom been throwing?
Because at your mom's age, your mom would have qualified more than you, so that will help you to qualify. So apply for the scheme units you see coming up. I know they have in Clarendon, they have in Spanish Town, they have in Portmore.
I think it helps if her mom's contributing over 10 years.
Yeah, over 10 years. Yeah, apply. Debbie wants a link, Tony, for the 2 last Zoom live.
I don't even think they're up yet. I'm going to have to put them on.
Yeah, to work, Debbie. So you miss it, boy. Debbie, you miss a session. Yeah, Tony ain't supposed to put up. Why did you put up videos, Tony?
My week got hectic.
Yeah, our week was so busy this week. Crazy December.
And I have to wait 3 hours for it to render. That's the other issue.
That's the other thing. Oh. Do you work with mortgage brokers to shop multiple mortgage options, or just single banks? So, CIBC, Victor Mutual, Jamaica National, work with all of those. And those are the strong mortgage companies. I got my first loan with Victor Mutual at 19.75%.
It was high.
In the teens. Interest rate was teens, ladies and gentlemen. I got my first loan with them. I still have a loan with them. I also have a loan with Victor Mutual. I also have a loan with CIBC.
You have loan with all of them.
So they're the strong banks in mortgage. I mean, Jamaica National says they will find a way, and I can tell you they do. If you qualify, you're going to get that loan, and trust me, I've had 4 loans with them. 4 loans with
they're a superstar when it comes to loans.
super. You know, when you talk about Toyota, Benz, and them something there, them are the Benz. Yeah, they're the Benz. Literally, hands down. I mean, you couldn't want a better company to partner with, right? So, Jamaica National, yes, they are the leaders in mortgages. NHT writes more mortgages, but NHT write for the lower income class, so they would write more mortgages than a Jamaica National. But definitely Jamaica National leaders in mortgage. The banks are coming up like NCB and Scotia, but they're babies when it comes to mortgages. Can I get a link? What's the other question? Do you work with that?
Okay, let's scroll.
Oh, I should tell you, ladies and gentlemen, 4 of you will get a gift today. 4. We're just going to pick 4 people and just
Give you a gift.
and let's give you a gift. Show
Happy
them,
early Christmas.
yeah, show them one of the gifts. So we're giving away 4. It's not sheet set. What them name? There's a name. Turn that away. So this, can you see this? So this is a king. So a man will get this. I'm biased, you know. The men have king size beds. I hope. Oh, it's not there. What's it called?
It's a duvet cover, I think it's called.
It's a quilt cover.
Yeah, quilt cover.
So you get a quilt cover, you get a bed sheet, and you get a pillowcase. That's in the king. What they get in the queen. So it's Christmas, and we just want to start giving away stuff. What's this? This is a queen or the king?
This is the queen.
Oh, that's a queen, but it doesn't say anything on the front. But
Yeah, it does.
what it says,
I
can't see it.
Here it is.
Tony must wear glasses.
Can't see that.
Can't see. But 4 of you will get. How are you guys doing? Is there any lots of sale in Drugstore, St. Anne? Yes, we have 1 acre.
And 1.7.
No, we have a 1 acre for 165,000.
Mm-hmm.
We have a 1.5 acre for 165,000. And we have a 1.6, is it?
Is that a 1.6 or 1.7?
For 176,000. So yes, we have land in Drugstore. Those 3 lots have now been put out for sale. All the other lots are sold. People getting them titled. No moving in, not moving in yet, but going to parish council to get and clearing the lots. Yeah, for people clearing the lots
And fencing.
and fencing and so everything is there already. Light, water. What's not there?
Cable.
Cable is not there yet, but it's coming. So I'm interested in building a house in Jamaica. What's the process where plans and the permits are concerned? Well, your architect or your draftsman will do a blueprint and submit it to the parish council in the parish where you are building. So if that parish is St. Anne, they will submit it to the St. Anne municipality, and that usually takes about 3 months for them to approve it. Once your draftsman or your architect have done a good job, and there's nothing to change, or the parish council don't have any concerns about anything, yes, takes 3 months. I'm looking for a house. Read that for me, Tony.
I'm looking for a house or land near Winifred Beach in Portland. Any suggestions or listings? Thanks. Another question about Portland.
Not so sure. And we'd have to check. Just send us a WhatsApp. Let us check. I don't even know where Winifred Beach is, to be honest.
We need to go and find
Which bay is Winifred Beach in? Is it Anata Bay, Buff Bay, Hope Bay? Which one of the bays? All right, my next question, Tony. My father-in-law.
My father-in-law has a house that he wants to pass to my wife, which is his daughter. He pays his taxes, lives in it over 40 years, but this is on a so-called capture land. Can he get the title for the land?
Can you get title for capture land?
I
don't think so. Who owns it? Is it the government of Jamaica owns it? If the government of Jamaica owns it, you have to be on it for. I learned this in school and I don't remember. I think it's 40 years, is it?
I can't remember. Something like that.
Something like that. But definitely if it's private land, you're on it undisturbed for 12 years, then you can now go adverse possession.
Mm-hmm. But he said 40 years, so what?
40 years.
Mm-hmm.
Capture land.
It's harder to get government captured land.
Yeah, it's very deep. I mean, you think government going to give you unless it is politically expedient for them to do that?
Yeah, unless there's a lot of you.
Unless there are a lot of you.
Cut it up and give everybody.
Yeah, and give everybody.
That's
And they've gone in and done that, you know,
Yeah.
where they cut it up and they But that's one thing, ladies and gentlemen. Own the land that you build on. If you're gonna spend 3, 4, 5, 10 million to build a house, you must own the land that this building is on. Or you won't have anything to pass on to your children. All the years of working.
I know, because 40 years, but now he's making it difficult to pass it on.
Yeah, it's difficult to pass on. What you can do is stay in possession. So your father-in-law lives there now, right? You pay the taxes, you live on it. Yeah, so you stay in possession. Stay in possession. So one of you must also live there.
He's paying the taxes?
Yeah. That means the parcel must have a tax paper.
Yeah.
So how is it capture land if he's paying the taxes? So whose name is on the taxes? The tax paper.
Does the property have a title? No? No, there's no title.
There's no title, but he's paying his taxes. I don't understand. Is it a big piece of land and he is on a piece of the big piece of land? Or is he on a parcel of land that has a tax paper for itself? You say he's paying his taxes. His taxes, does that mean property taxes? Or does that mean taxes like income tax and those taxes? PAYE taxes. Which taxes are you saying he's paying? Is it property tax or is it PAYE tax? Pay as you earn tax. Which billing society would you recommend for mortgage for overseas people? Definitely Jamaica National. We put it in the link above, so you can click on that link. Tony, show them about the link. You can click on that link, and then we'll connect you to a mortgage officer. So that's. Did you post a link a while ago?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I don't see it.
Good evening, ladies. I love these live sessions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Josh Sherika, hello to my favorite realtor, big fan, Miss Davis.
Hi. That's what
You've been a mentor to me, Sherika.
Sherika, okay.
Really
Hi, Sherika.
appreciate these lives. Very informative.
Thanks. I think
She has
you
a
missed
question.
Okay.
Oh no, here's another question. 60 years of squatters on government-owned land. Oh, it's 60 years. Okay.
60 years of squatters, guys. So you're not going to live long to get it.
You have to be on that from
You have to be on that from your bond. I mean, 60 years. Okay, so 60 years. And that looks like Shireen.
It is.
Is that Shireen?
It is Mrs. Richards.
Lawyer Shireen. Oh, yes. Okay, guys. So one of my best lawyers is on this live session as well. Shireen Richards. So, Tony, we need to put a link so that people who want lawyers can connect to Shireen.
Okay.
So if you need Shireen's info, you're going to WhatsApp me and I'll get it to you. But on the other lives, we'll make sure that we have a link for Shireen, that you can fill in your name, email address, and phone number, and she can get back to you about anything. So when it comes to things like going adverse possession to get title for the property, Shireen Richards does that as well. So you can contact Shireen about that, right? Or Shireen, if you can type your office number Shireen, so that persons here now can actually contact you if they have that.
Okay.
They need something done in that regard.
Okay, so Sharpa's question is, I've been watching the developments in St. Thomas. With the upcoming new highway, what is your take on the real estate market in the near future in the parish?
I can tell you right now, of course it's going to take off. History teaches you that.
Yeah.
History teaches you that, okay, so we did a road from Montego Bay to Port Maria to Boscobel, Orocabessa, coming all along the north coast, Drugstore, going Runaway Bay, going through Trelawney, going to Montego Bay, and every property value raised.
I know.
I remember when that road was being built. I think it was 2008, or it could have been 2007 it started. And I remember when I was driving and coming around Port Maria, the first time I saw it, I was like, when did they fix the road? I had no idea, because I was in Kingston, and St. Andrew. I wasn't traveling anywhere. But that's when I just came into real estate.
Right.
In 2007, 2008, I was driving around. I saw the roads. Wow, the place pretty. I mean, everything. I don't like a pop down shop look good. So everything on the main certainly went through the roof.
I know, but even more recent, Hagley Park, that road?
Hagley Park Road was repaired. And
Can't afford anything.
you can't afford anything. Well, I can't afford it. I mean, I sold something in the Domes for 16.5 million. I wish I could have bought it.
I know.
Right in the time when they were doing the construction. I sold a warehouse space in the Domes for 16.5 million. And I'm sure if that owner raises his head now and said 25 million, he'll get it. Constant Spring Road has been repaired. Barbican Road, all those roads now and roads shooting off. Everything has just gone up.
Yeah, prices in St. Thomas are sure to go up.
Sure to go up.
You just have to know where to buy in St. Thomas.
You just have to know where this highway is going.
Yeah.
Tony, we need to investigate it, because we may need to take ourselves to St. Thomas. Yeah, because St. Thomas is, and I understand they've started. We actually just sold 3-acre farmland in St. Thomas for, we asked 7, was it?
I think it was.
We got 7.2 actually. And we still have people calling. If we had 100 of those, we could have sold them.
I know.
And been rotten rich now.
People seem to want large parcels of land.
Yeah, large parcels of land and over, right. So St. Thomas, and we have sold properties in St. Thomas. I mean, if we had bought all the properties we sold in St. Thomas, guys, we could just sit on it now and wait.
Okay, Sammy says that his father-in-law has been paying the property taxes.
Property taxes, okay. So yeah.
So make sure it's just not government land they're swatting on, right?
Right.
And then you can claim adverse possession.
All right. So WhatsApp us, and don't say maybe Shireen jump off, but WhatsApp us and we give you Shireen's number. She can investigate that and get back to you on it.
Okay.
Contact for her, please, Shireen. Send us. Can't go on my phone now. I'm gonna be distracted.
See, Shireen answered something here.
Oh, parcels of land
may have land valuation numbers assigned as surveys were done, but no title. One so assigned property tax is payable. Oh, understood. So you can pay property taxes without a title.
Yeah, man, you can. Some places don't have any title, but they do have a property. As a matter of fact, all parcels in Jamaica, every single land, government or private, have a property tax number assigned. Because remember, all the parcels, you have to pay property tax. Just like government lands are probably wouldn't pay property tax to themselves. But certainly when they sell you the land, you would pay property tax. So every parcel of land have, as Shireen says here, every parcel of land have the valuation numbers assigned, right? To them. All right.
Here's a question that we missed. I have 2 pieces of land which I built a house on one piece, but I'm planning and selling the house. Just wondering if I could NHT to build on the next piece. I'm a voluntary contributor.
So read the question again. Where is that question now?
Right here, Dane Ford. I have 2 pieces of land which I built a house on one of the pieces, but I'm planning and selling that house. Just wondering if I could, I guess, use NHT to build on the next piece. I am a voluntary contributor.
Yes, once you sell the other piece first and you don't own any house and you did not use NHT to build that first house, yes, you can. But the 2 pieces of land must have 2 different titles, right? So that you sell one and you have the other title, you can give it to NHT. But you must not have used the NHT to build.
Okay. So when they sell that house, it won't be enough to build the other house. Why would they need to get a loan again?
Yeah, come to think of it. Don't you have a point there? If you're selling the house, you're supposed to be getting some money, man. Or you want to build a bigger house and the money that you get. Maybe a bigger house. Good night, Claude.
Okay, let's scroll down.
Tony, you need to give me one of the gift, man.
When you give away a gift? Okay, let's see.
Milan
Robbins.
Hi, Milan. Are you still there? You have one for yourself. Well, not when you never buy a ticket. We're just giving it to you. We're just going to give you a...
You're the first one to
log on
and comment.
And comment too. Okay.
Yeah.
So Milan, you're getting not a sheet set. What's it called?
It's a cover.
It's a. So these, they're making them different now, right? Hold it up so that you can see. It's one of the male ones you need to give him now.
Milan is not a girl?
Milan is a. Milan. Is that
a girl?
Is that name is Milan? Could be a male name too. Milan, raise your hand. Let us know. We want to know if we're to give you a.
She says, I'm a girl.
All right, Milan. So you're to get a queen.
Oh, queen. Okay.
Milan, are you in Jamaica?
If not, a family member.
If you're not in Jamaica, then a family member can get it.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't let Milan choose which one she wants, since she's the first one who get the gift.
Okay. So do you want pink or green? Green, pink. Pink or green? What does Milan say?
Where's Milan?
She says pink.
Where's Milan, by the way?
It's right here. Pink.
Pink. All right. So Tony, put the pink aside. Don't give away the gift too tight.
Okay. Let me write her name on it.
So Milan, you're in Jamaica?
Milan Robbins. Okay, name's on it.
Is she in Jamaica?
I don't know. She'll tell us if she's in Jamaica.
All right. So you can pick it up at our offices. Not tomorrow. I'm on the Zoom session.
Yes, I'm in Jamaica, but I live far.
The far? What is far? Where are we tomorrow? We're in St. Mary. No, we're in St. Mary too. We're in St. Anne. We're Salem, Boscobel, or Arcabesa.
We're in St. Anne and St. Mary tomorrow, but we can always courier it.
Oh yeah, we can courier it too. We can send it by Northern Express. So tell us what's the nearest. So how you gonna get it to her though? Email. So give us your email address.
Right, or send us an email.
Only Milan must send us an email, not people. Milan, I wanted to say something in the email that we'll know it's you.
All right, we have more questions coming up.
All right. So congratulations, Milan. I hope you enjoy your gift. Wow, so much questions. Wow. All right, we need to get to them. I have a queen size bed. Who is that? Raffia, you have a queen size bed. You're telling us from now. Oh, Milan was saying queen for me.
Oh. All right.
Oh, duvet cover set. Thank you, Lord.
Right.
Thank you. That's what it's called. Duvet cover set. Right.
Rude boy, if me win, you can send to Friendship District in Drugstore.
Yes, rude boy.
All right. Camille Brown says, good evening, ladies. This is my first time trying to own a home a year now after I went to a seminar in Halfway Tree. Am I qualified in trying to get a house? Let me see, I'm not sure of the question.
Not sure of the question. You went to a seminar. Mm-hmm. What type of seminar? Was it a housing trust seminar? Was it a mortgage seminar? Not so sure. All right.
Dwight says...
Camille, explain the question some more. We'll come back to it.
Dwight says, Claudia, what do you think about the Airbnb market in Jamaica for next year?
Once the ship start to roll. I mean, people love Jamaica, guys. Come on.
I mean, and they're getting so claustrophobic where they are now.
As soon as them fly the gate, the people coming now. I mean, our airports are full now.
Yeah, people are doing their quarantine on the island.
Yeah, and coming in. I honestly believe that if our government hadn't closed the gates so early, persons would have come here and stayed and do their work from here.
Yeah.
Those of them who could have. Those who could have, they would have done that. Mm-hmm. But and Jamaica has so many open spaces. I mean, we're not short of that, right? We're underpopulated. I do believe Airbnb will definitely come back. Mm-hmm. Jamaica is one of the places where, no matter where you are in the world, when I went to England in 1987, was it? I was in the army. They sent me on training, Royal Military Academy Sandhurst. And I was young, I was about 19, 20, was it? Mm-hmm. Never travel yet in my life. First time I jump on a plane. I step off of the plane and I see this big old airport in front of me. I live little Jamaica airport. I see a whole heap of white people. I say my almost start to bawl. And I look now and I see a little dark skin man I come through the crowd. And I say, yeah, I ask him how I get to Royal Military Academy Sanders. And I say, guys, I approach him and I say, hi. How you doing? I'm Claudia. I'm from Jamaica. And I say, I'm from Jamaica. The man face light up. I say, yeah, you're from Jamaica? And then his next words were, I love Bob Marley. That was his next words.
Yeah.
And we started to talk about the Bob Marley song and whatever now. In 1987, I don't think I was giving Bob Marley much justice.
Yeah.
Because you not listen to Bob Marley at them age then. You listen to Michael Jackson and
right,
them,
17, 18,
yeah, them people there. And the man sat with me in the airport and him write down. Him say you're gonna take the sub train and him write down where I come off. And them say you're gonna take an overhead train and him write it down. And then you're gonna take a taxi and go to the man write it down just because I came from Jamaica.
Yeah, he took special care.
Special care and because of Bob Marley. And I don't want to pack up the second session. But you see when I reached there, it was the same thing. From a semi come from Jamaica.
Tell me about the time you cried because you never have no chicken.
It was the same time. It was the same time. I can't tell you the story, guys, quickly. So I went. So after all of that, no, I'm going to reach a destination, Royal Military Academy Sanders. I'm going big. Those of you who ever go to a military academy, them place are huge, massive. I'm a little dulcimina grip. I want a little trench coat that one of the officers gave me. Me a shiver, you know, I tell them I freeze them, put me down, and send me to my room, show my room, put on my stuff, and I went to the mess hall to have supper, they call it. So it's about 6, 7 o'clock. So this whole sea of white girls are getting up. Yeah, the one little black girl now come from Jamaica, you know. And, you know, them that start talk to me. You know, I come from Jamaica. Everybody know Jamaica. Again, you know. I said to myself, you know Jamaica. Anyway, I said, what's on the menu? And them started to tell me custard, this and some things I don't know nothing about, you know. But they said roast chicken was on the menu. I said, roast chicken? I said, yeah, man, we can't eat roast. I know roast chicken. So that make an order. People, you see, after me reach up to the top, the roast chicken done. When the server said the roast chicken done, you know, I said, Claudia put on a piece of barley. The stress, because I travel for hours. I travel from the day before, you know. Because I reach England, I was 30, you know, much hours.
I hadn't eaten.
And I hadn't eaten, and the plane them gives like a foolishness. And me tell you, said the whole thing, the stress just come down the day. The server went and called the chef, and the chef come round, and him started to talk to me. He said, calm down or whatever. And I said, you know, coming from Jamaica. The chef said, what? You coming from Jamaica? Bob Marley again. The man said, Bob Marley, I know Bob Marley's music. I love Bob Marley music. I'm going to tell you, say, Bob Marley, if he was alive, I'd have shake the man there. The man there was my passage through.
Yeah.
And while I was there for 9 months, I actually sent for cassettes from Jamaica. Yeah, with Bob Marley. And there was this other person who was renting a super cat name when I talk about tomato, whatever, pan, mango. I remember a song. I don't remember the song now, but there's something along that line. And guys, just coming from Jamaica, I was treated special. When it's only Jamaicans don't understand the value of being a Jamaican. When you're here, you don't get it. You don't get it. But when you travel overseas and you say you come from Jamaica, it's like people just want to do things to you. It's like people get goosebumps just as say the word.
That you're from Jamaica.
That you're from Jamaica.
That's why we need to go out there and represent the country well.
Yeah, we need to represent.
Have a good impact on people.
Yes, we need to represent the country very well and stand up for Jamaica. Because this little island with 2.8 million people have such a great impact all around the world. I mean, we're a little small nation. Yet every other country knows exactly where we are and who we are.
Yeah.
They do. Milan. Queen for me, please. Oh, boy. If you win, you can. Do you have any questions?
How many
Mark?
percent of the property should I have in hand when thinking about taking out a mortgage for a house?
Oh, now about 10%. Early up in the year, in February and last year, like companies like Jamaica National, they were giving you 100% financing. But now they're only giving you about maybe 90-95%. So you need to have at least 5 to 10% for your deposit and some money for your closing costs. Right? Marcia says 165,000 US. Yes, if you're referring to Drugstore, it's 165,000 US dollars for the Drugstore lots. And they're like 1 acre, 1.5 acres of land.
Camille is asking, are there any lots for sale in Spanish Town?
There are always lots for sale in Spanish Town. Just that we don't have any personal, you know. But it's something that we can look on the database and find. But we're in Spanish Town. We have a development selling now in Spanish Town called Ballater. Going to be a nice development. The lots are what, 4,000 square feet.
Right. But maybe she wants to build. That's why she's asking about
land. Yeah. But you should, if it's your first house, Camille, I would say anybody buying their first property need to buy a house that's built already.
Yeah.
Get your foot wet in that regard, have a house, and then step towards land and build. That's what I did, and it worked out perfectly. I didn't have to worry about builders and those things. So just buy a basic 2-bedroom scheme house. Any scheme is good. And get there. And usually the banks lend you real fast for scheme houses. They don't hesitate.
Okay, maybe she give us another gift.
Yeah? Who should you give a gift to? You want to scroll back up? So like you're giving Marcia.
Marcia?
Crossover Marcia.
Where's that? Which one?
Marcia said, good evening. You want to give a lady now?
We did give a lady. Milan's a girl.
You want to give a guy then? All right.
Okay.
All right, give a guy. Give a man. Who is that? Who is?
You know who's been here every week?
Rude boy.
Rude boy.
Rude boy, your prayer come true. But I think Rude boy said that him have a queen bed.
Oh, a queen bed?
Is
Let me see.
No, hold on. Did you say that, Rude boy?
Let's see if he responds.
No answer.
No answer yet. He says, thanks. You have a queen bed or a king?
I give him a king, man. I mean, give the man a king size, man.
Upgrade the bed.
Yeah, upgrade the bed. We say no to Rude boy. Rude boy says, no, you don't have a...
Yo, he has a king bed. No to king or... What does he have?
What does he have?
I don't know. All right, let's answer another
I said,
question.
Shaneth. Is Shaneth just come on? I said, what about me? Who said what about me?
Oh, Rude Boy has a queen. Okay, queen.
Give Shaneth a sheet set, a duvet cover. So Shaneth, you're the next person going to win a duvet cover just for talking now.
All right, so Rude Boy gets a queen.
Rude boy gets a queen. He says a queen? No, he says king, Tony.
He said both king and queen. So what he has?
Give him a king.
Give him a king.
Yeah.
All right, king it is. King it is.
King it is. King it is. So Rude boy getting a king. Shanette getting a queen.
Shanette. All right.
So how many gifts you got?
3 and 1 left.
Maybe you should just give Clifton.
Clifton?
If he's here. I say Clifton, say hi, good evening. Second person on.
Clifton Dale. Is he on?
So you wrote up Shanette?
Yeah.
All right, somebody asked if you have any 8 million property for 8 million in Kingston, guys. 8 million in Kingston is like Maxfield Avenue, Bottom of Waltham. Scroll down, I think Clifton, hold on. Clifton is not online.
How you know?
Because he didn't raise his hand or say hi again since.
Oh, Clifton's gone?
Clifton is gone.
Alright, so he might lose his gift.
So he's going to lose his gift. He's going to lose his gift. So, okay, so you still have one to give away, right?
I think we should give it to Marcia.
Marcia? Who's Marcia?
Marcia Brown.
Marcia Brown. Oh, she asked me a question too. When you did answer. She says, oh, Tony's giving you a...
Looks like a king duvet cover.
King duvet cover. You can show her. King duvet cover.
Ah, here it is.
This one is nice. This one is a navy and checkered thing. Nice. Yay! Marcia saying yay. All right, so Marcia, you're in Jamaica, I hope. Milan says yay too. You gave Milan a gift?
Yes.
Oh, you gave Milan a gift too.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right, guys. So you're going to send us an email. So Tony, who are you going to be sure is them getting this gift? You have to pick it up with them ID. Oh, them going.
Yeah, you have to pick it up with their ID. The good thing is that they have their real names here.
What about Rude Boy? We don't know Rude Boy name yet, you know.
You know, we do. He gave it up at the top.
Oh, what was it?
See there?
Oh, so you can take off his email address too.
Right. So type your
yes.
email address. That way, when you email me, I'll know it's you.
Yes, right. Type your email address. All right. So, what's the other question?
All right. Let's find.
I'm Milan. Yes, thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. So we gave away 4 gifts. You have more gifts to give away today, or you have more next week?
Maybe I should give them away next week. I do have more gifts somewhere. I just didn't take them out.
All right, guys. So
Yeah.
next week.
Next week we give away some more gifts.
Yeah, we've God has been good to us this year. So we just want to pass on the blessings.
Someone asked me what?
The Super Cat is vineyard style. Yes, yes, yes. The vineyard style. I love the song. Super Cat, man, I tell you, when I was in England, them girls, they love it. 9 hours to London in 87 because the plane used to stop in Bahamas. Yeah, I don't even remember. I was so young and just tired and frustrated and scared. Can I tell you too?
Yeah, scared.
Scared, yeah, scared.
Here's a question. What's the process for commercial loan to buy a 4-unit apartment for long-term rental, serving local tenants?
What's the question?
What's the process for commercial mortgage?
You don't want a commercial mortgage is so high in Jamaica. First of all, you have to deposit more than the 10 or 5%.
It's what, 30%?
Can be more. At one point it was 50%.
Oh, 50%.
I need to check with Jamaica National what that is and come back and let you guys know. But the question was, what's the process of commercial loan to buy a 4-unit apartment for long-term rental serving local tenants? You're going to need a higher deposit, that's for sure. And your interest rate is going to be higher. Yes, and if you're not careful, your term may be shorter.
Okay.
But I'll check with Jamaica National, I'll let you know next week. What tank?
No, they're asking what rank.
Lieutenant. Or lieutenant. Some of you say lieutenant, you say lieutenant out here.
Camille says, the thing is, every time I try to fill out an application online, I can't seem to get through. So I went to an office and they said I'm to wait until the other application comes out and everything.
Who is that?
That's Camille Brown. I can't remember her question though.
I went to fill out the application online. I can't seem to get through. Oh, this is NHT. Wait until other application comes out and everything. Okay, that's NHT. They're probably bombarded with those applications.
Oh, for the scheme units?
Yeah, for the scheme units, because they don't bring out enough. You have if you're young, you stand a better chance buying on the open market, ladies and gentlemen.
Or if you have a parent who's older,
yes,
who has been contributing for a while.
Yeah, then you can join with them.
Because they would have enough points. as they call it.
Claudia, you went to Sanders in UK. You heavy. Respect to you. I salute you. You would have got some good training. You can go run JDM. Yes, I can. The men wouldn't like it though. Yeah, man, I got some good training. Royal Military Academy Sanders, that's where princes and that's where the princes train. So like even the royal family would have sent their people to those academies. We had a lot of Indians. I can't tell you, I learned something fundamental there too,
What?
While at the academy, in my first month or two, I struggled. I was there, two black girls were there, me and another girl from Winnie, from Belize she was from, Winnie Guzman, never forgot her. And we struggled because we even got frostbite on our feet. Ooh. We were laid up in the military hospital for about 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh no.
Yes, I had runny tummy. My feet were swollen, huge, could not hold in the army boots. And to acclimatize to the thing was just awful for us, stressful. And as a matter of fact, they sent back Winnie because she just couldn't adjust. But here my turning point where I made it through. Royal Military Academy have a section for ladies and have a section for the men, right? We don't sleep together, we don't mingle together, we don't train together. But we just meet for tea. Yeah, we just meet for tea. We're in the same compound.
Okay.
We meet for tea, or we may go to functions that they may have. So sometimes we go clubbing. Like I used to love to dance, I still do, and I would go hang out in the clubs, right, with them. But let me tell you, I went to the mess hall. I went to the tea session because the British drink their tea and biscuit and whatever in the evenings, right? And that's normal, standard in army. And there was this, he was also in training. Royce was his name. I don't remember his first name. His last name was Royce. He came out to Jamaica and became a pilot in the JDF. Royce said to me, I was telling him my problems and that I don't think I'm going to make it and I'm just not managing and all of that. And he said, Claudia, change your attitude. That's all he said. He said, Claudia, change your attitude and you will see. I'm going to tell you, say, when the function finish, I'm going to go back on my room, sit down, I'm going to ponder what Rice saying. You see the following day, man. Because I was even struggling in the running, and because when you're in army, it's a fit place, you have to fit.
Right.
Every morning you get up and you do drills and you have to run and you have to do all of this, and this is in the cold, because I went in January. Freezing, sub-zero. You see the morning, I get up early, put on my tracksuit, my shoe, my sneakers and whatever. I said, Claudia, change your attitude. I'm going to start to run the track every morning to get my fitness up.
Right.
That was the first thing I did. When I got to the mess hall, I started to talk to the ladies more. I started to try the different types of food that they had. Antonian, total turnover. And that training has stayed with me. So whenever I'm struggling with something, I just remember what Rice said, Claudia, change your attitude. Change your attitude. So even if I'm in a relationship with somebody, and mess, why this man just remember, Claudia, change your attitude.
You see me in a different light.
And you see me in a different light. You understand? And everything just different, guys. Try it. It works.
Okay. Let's see if we can get to another question.
It was the same time I went to college in England. Good. Now I live in the States. You missed some questions at the top, didn't you? No, somewhere here. What affordable area can I buy and I get to come into the Airbnb? That word affordability is so strange. What you need to know, as you say, affordability. How much can you afford?
Who was asking that question? Andrew, right?
Yeah. How much can you afford, Andrea? That's the first thing that you're going to focus on.
And that determines your affordability.
Yes.
Because some persons can't afford 300,000 Drugstore.
Right. Well, 255,000 now. Or 300,000 depends on what they get in. And some persons can afford a Ballater for 13.5. 10.5. But who said them can't Airbnb? You don't think Airbnb people go all over Jamaica? Yes, they do. You know, they go all over Jamaica. So it's affordable area. It's an affordable area. Remember, because I can be selling a Mona house for 40 million, and just across the street I'm selling another property, and that property is only 10 million.
Yeah, that's the same thing with right here, Mona and
yeah.
What's the place called?
I don't know which one you're referring to.
The
But that's
Barbican Terrace.
Barbican Terrace. So that's what you're talking about, affordable area. No, not affordable area. It's what you can afford. Because like a Bellacre of a 10.5, those persons going to be living in a gated.
Yeah, but those are across the street in Green Acres are not in a gated.
Yeah, across the street, yeah. And those houses are like what? 20, 30 million now.
Or more.
Or more. Hi, Renato, I see your hands up. Thank you for the thumbs up. We're 3 minutes away from our Zoom session. George, I pay for my title from Housing Agents of Jamaica for 5 years now. And every time I call, they told me they will check and email me. Never get an email.
Title for where?
Which development was that, George? I bought stuff from Housing Agency. I've got my title. So like Frontier Heights, got a title for that. Which property is it, George? Rude boy, belly a dropout with jokes.
Go for it.
Go for it. What kind of joke?
You are your chicken.
I'm a chicken. Vineyard style. Yeah, vineyard style. Good evening, Claudia. Tony, you're moving too fast. I mean, 9 hours in London.
We got this one already. Sanders.
Aren't those questions? No? Or you want to go from the bottom up then?
Okay.
To the most recent.
Do you have any $8 million properties in Kingston?
No. No.
Can the Drugstore be divided? No.
No further subdivision on Drugstore. That's written on the title. So the Drugstore properties, 1 acre, half acre, 1 acre. These are, you're going to do that for your family. Your family property. Those properties are properties that when you buy them, you don't sell.
You don't divide.
So like when I see people sell a Cherry Gardens and a Jack's Hill and Barbican Heights, and those I say, wow, they don't have no clue what they're doing. No clue.
Here's another question. Hi Claudia, how many persons can come together to combine their 6.5 million to buy land or property? Only two
persons. So 2 of you come together, you get 13 million. You buy land, you get 5 million. 2.5 billion each. Mandeville is so far, not so sure in relation to what?
What if at first your monthly wage payment was under 100 grand and you are paying NHT? Then you change job. Would your NHT payment change?
Yes, it would change. Because remember, if you're employed, you pay 2% of your income. If you're self-employed, you pay 3%. So if you are earning 100,000 now, you're paying 2%. That's what, $2,000, I think, if my maths is good. And if you're only if you got to earn 150,000, you're gonna pay 2% of 150,000. So it changes each time. So each time you get a pay increase, yes, it changes because it's calculated on your gross income. Are there any low to middle income property or development in Manchester? We just sold out Spurtree Heights. Those lots were 5 million. Manchester is not known for low income unless it's NHT. NHT did a development called Perth. You can probably buy a resale in there.
I think they have more land selling in there.
More lands are selling?
Yeah, I think it came up on the NHT website that they're doing more.
They're doing some more. Check the NHT website and see if you can apply for one of those. But those are lots. You'd have to build your own house. T, is that my answer? What was the question, Camille?
We'd have to go back up and look.
Counseling and fragrances. Shanique, NHT only takes 3% of your salary, whatever you make on a monthly basis.
Right.
Yeah, that's 3% if you are self-employed. 2% if you're employed to a company.
Well, we're gonna love this next question. Hi, Miss Davis. What about the building a house vlogs Was the house finished?
No, Tony has been pressuring me to finish that house. And you know, I preach at your boss. When you start something, you must finish it. I preach at in my house and I tell my girl, you start it, you finish it, whatever the cost, finish it. So don't come and say, oh, I want to do this and this. Oh, mom, it's too hard. I don't want to know. Finish it.
So when you finish it, Miss Davis, finish it.
I want to finish it. It's one of my it's on my list for the new year.
Right.
2021, I'm finishing it.
So you can look out for those vlogs.
Yeah, look out for them because we're definitely getting back to it. We spend so much time for the past couple of years just helping people buying, getting their homes and helping sellers sell their property. We just overwhelmed.
Yeah.
We just have too much work. And then I also do construction for other persons. So that takes a lot of time.
We've been helping getting other persons into their new building.
Yeah, into their building. So we are definitely getting back to it next year. It's one of my, I think it's the only New Year's resolution I have, Tony.
Yeah, I think it's the only one you
It's
made.
the only one I have. I usually have about 5 or 6, but I've slayed those. So this is the only one I was slayed, so I'm going to get to it. So I will get to it. You will see those coming up.
Okay.
Miss Davis, oh, here. If you combine your NHU with a partner, both of you making a significant amount, both combined can give you up to 13. Yes, depending on the age of your partner's salary as well. Yes, it's also dependent on that.
Okay, here's another question. Is the closing and opening cost taken from the total cost of the property?
It's not taken from it. It's a percentage. It's added on.
Mm-hmm.
The closing cost is a percentage. So you pay $2,500 for stamp duty. If you're a buyer now.
Mm-hmm.
If you're taking a loan from a bank, they probably charge you 2-4% of the sale price to get the loan.
Okay.
If you are, what else you pay for? You pay for a sale agreement. So it depends on how much the other lawyer is charging. You pay half of that cost. If the lawyer is charging $100,000 for the sale agreement, you pay 50%.
Right.
Right?
Marcia says her daughter's name is also Tony Ann.
Oh, good. It's my good friend Jacqueline. She's the one who named Tony Ann. I had Tony Ann as a woman, so Jackie came and bring basket of clothes and everything for Tony Ann and gave me the name. All right, Claude. The right attitude will take you a long way. Yes, guys, I tell you, attitude is everything. Attitude is it. There's nothing beat attitude. Nothing.
Yeah, from what you do, like 90% of what you do is your attitude.
99.
99?
99. 99%.
1% skill.
1%. I don't even know, but I would say 100% is attitude, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you can be in a relationship with bad attitude, not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the classroom, bad attitude, not going anywhere. On your job, bad attitude, not going anywhere. Like, I listen to Zig Ziglar a lot. And Zig Ziglar have this thing, this one of his videos,
Yeah,
where
with
the lady complaining about her job. Her job was,
and why did she pay her more?
and the one, she don't like this job because they're not paying her enough, whatever Zig Ziglar said. So, what about where you live? What pays for the mortgage? The job. The car that you drive. What pays for the job? What pays for the car that you drive? The job.
Do you get vacation pay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. You get
sick.
medical. Yeah, when you're sick, you get sick leave.
Does your
right?
job pay medical insurance?
Yes.
Does your job provide a pension?
Yes. So, guys, when him finish with her, trust me,
She loved the job.
She loved the work. Attitude. Important. Attitude. Thanks a lot. I'm going to apply that in my personal development. Yes, Pep. Attitude.
Kaden is asking a question. What do you think about phase 2 duplex houses that NHT will have in Montego Bay for 2021?
Any house once you can afford it, guys.
Not only that, too, any new development.
New development. Remember, in new developments, it's the lowest price you're going to get this house at, you know.
Yeah.
Somebody selling it back is going to sell it for more. When I bought my first house in Spanish Town, was $175,000, I think it was. With escalation, I went to $200,000, and I sold back that house for 2.6 million in Caramba now. But if I still had that house would be 13 million now. And I would not have done anything to the house. Not even change the door. I'm selling quads now for 8 million, ladies and gentlemen. Quads that don't have no tile. They have a change of front door. 4 walls. So if anybody here have a quad to sell, call me. I'm willing for buyers. Or if you have anything in Waterford, call me. We have buyers. As I get a Waterford, boom, I can sell it. Right. So once you can afford it, the rest is history. Because in the lower income, energy bill for lower income, right? In the lower income, you have more demand than supply. That alone
will tell you that if you can get into buy a new scheme.
Yeah. And remember, if you have not yet bought a home, you
need to start.
You need to start. Just buy something. Just buy something. Buy what you can afford. Right? We need to get onto our Zoom session. Did you log in?
No, not as yet. We're actually late. Someone's asking me to sign autographs.
No, I don't reach that stage yet. Are you able to take, I think, just our last question. You're trying to log into Zoom. So you can join, you can also join us on Zoom. We're currently doing the book, The Richest Man in Babylon. That's what we're doing now. We've gone a far way on The Richest Man in Babylon. You can go to NHD website. I'm in Canada and want to start buying a house in Jamaica, but I'm so scared. They steal so much material. Oh my God. What they steal? All right. So you drop some sand, you drop some gravel, some steel on the ground. I've done building there. I've never stolen any sand, gravel, or steel. It's difficult to steal those things, right?
They're too heavy.
They're too heavy. They could probably steal the cement, but usually the cement is set up, meaning
the same
workmen or somebody watching you, whatever.
All right, Zoom link is about to be paid.
And we also, you must secure your things. On our job sites, we usually have a storeroom with a key and all of that, and make sure we talk to neighbors and them know it's us and whatever. So I've never had a theft on a job site, as a matter of fact. And if I do, usually I'm going to look to the closest person who knows what is in that storeroom. You understand? And besides, you're building a house value 10, 12, 13 million, maybe more. How much so them can thief?
Not if you're building fast.
Yeah, how much can they steal?
You have been laying down there for months, then you're going to find a new owner.
Right. But how much can they steal that would hurt you or damage you? I think it's still worth it. Even if they're going to steal, it is still worth it. All right. So we must wrap up this session. Tony.
This was a fun session, though.
Yes, it was, because we got to give away the gifts.
Yes. So remember, everyone who got a gift, to send us your email address. That way you can make arrangements to get your gift.
Yes, and everybody, you can jump over into Zoom. Persons are already waiting for us to come into Zoom. So thank you so much for staying with us, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Bye.